Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your commissioner speaking, and guess what? We're less than a week away from the first NFL game. I'm very excited. Can't believe I'm drafting 11th. But anyway, it should be a pretty fun and exciting draft. It's going to be the day before the first game, so that's to eliminate any possible delays. Or not necessarily delays, but like last second, like Leonard Fournette, for example, right? Like on Michael's league, we drafted last weekend, and there's already a big change that Leonard Fournette got dropped. He just got picked up, possibly by the Patriots, right? So those are big moves that you want to know ahead of time before drafting. So that's why I wanted to wait till the last possible day before we do that. So yeah, just couple reminders, guys. Please remember our draft is next Wednesday at 6 p.m. All right, that's the day before the first game. So please plan on it. Nobody seems to have complained about the date or time. So I hope everybody's able to make it. It's kind of too late to kind of change the date or that already anyway, but I'm hoping everybody's able to make it without any problems. All right. Also, I've been doing a little bit of research, right? On, me, I like to do some research every now and then about different things. And I did one for our draft history based on draft position and the final outcome of the season, right? So we're entering our 7th season in our league, so we've had 6 winners up to now, and out of those 6, 4 are literally at par with the same projection, same trend. 2 have been really a little bit off, but that's what I want to cover today. Are you ready? So that's what I wanted to see, if there's an actual correlation between a draft pick position versus the actual outcome of the season, right? So obviously it's all luck. We don't know about injuries or anything that might happen like that. So let's get right to it. So it all started in 2014, the first year that we played fantasy football in this specific league, the Omega. And you guys being around to remember who it was? No? Yeah? Well, some of you might, some of you might not. But our 2014 champion that year was this guy right here, Anthony. He was our very first champion ever. He had, well, actually, I don't remember much of the details of what happened on that year, but obviously, I remember my friend Alvin, who was in the league at that time. He had literally the best record as of right now. He only lost 2 games in the regular season and got taken down by Anthony in the Super Bowl. So that was really exciting to watch at that time, So it's still the best record in the league without winning the actual league, So that was a pretty good deal. Anthony beat out the number 1 team ever so far in our league. So, however, did you know what position Anthony drafted? Nope. All right. Anthony drafted 7th overall that year and drafted a player that is not even relevant nowadays. He drafted Matt Forte, 7th overall. Isn't that kind of weird, right? So he ended up actually, I don't remember much of the detail, whether if he was an underdog and just came up and about, but he drafted 7th, drafted Matt Forte, and ended up winning the Super Bowl. And also, for the record, that year, the very first pick was Jay. He drafted Peyton Manning that year. So, draft might not make the big difference in the beginning, but as you could tell, drafting 7th with a player that's not even relevant nowadays, right? It could be anybody. But let's take you right to 2015. You know who the 2015 champion was? This guy. That is me. That's right. I was the 2015 champion on our league. And guess what? I drafted 1st overall that year. I was the number 1 pick. And I drafted Adrian Peterson. So everything ever since that day, Adrian Peterson's been sticking to me because I like to draft Adrian Peterson for whatever reason. And he's still a little bit relevant today. He's still technically a starter for a team. And I drafted 1st, and I ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. So that was pretty cool. Let me take you right to 2016. Do you know who the 2016 champion was? This guy right here, Lino. And guess what? That year, he drafted first overall, and he drafted Antonio Brown. So that year, Lionel drafted first overall and took it all the way to the Super Bowl and won the championship. So again, that's already out of the three, two number one picks that end up in the Super Bowl and won the championship. Is there a trend going? I don't know. Let's continue. Check out 2017. Do you know who the 2017 champion was? Hey, it's me again. What do you know? So that year, I was champion 2017. I drafted second overall that year. I drafted Le'Veon Bell. And I remember that year was a very good year for me. Le'Veon Bell definitely killed it. That was, I think, his last good year. 2018, I think he started like, was that the holdout? I think that was the year of the holdout. And then last year, he just went to a new team and didn't really play. So, but yeah, Le'Veon Bell took me to the Super Bowl, and I drafted second that year. Do you know who was the number one pick that year? Huh? Any guesses? No? All right, that was Michael. He drafted first overall, drafted David Johnson that year. So, hey, that's 4 years. Out of those 4 years, 3 championships between the first and second pick. All right, let's go right on to 2018. So that year, do you guys remember who that champion was? Bam! That's right. The very new rookie that year, I believe, right? That was his first year, Cody. He drafted, so now this is where the standard deviation just totally goes off the loop. So Cody drafted 10th overall that year, and guess with whom? He drafted Leonard Fournette, 10th overall that year, and just so funny that Leonard Fournette is making the news as we speak. You know, he just got paired up with Brady, and you never know what him and the Bucks might do together, so that's pretty cool. That year, you know who drafted first overall? Aaron, sir, you drafted Todd Gurley. And that was, I mean, you had a really good team. I remember you were pretty on the solid team right there. But Cody just took it and became a champion the first time he was in our league. So, beginner's luck, as they call it, right? But we all know Cody's definitely not a beginner. But that was the furthest we've been from the first or second pick for a champion. So that's 10th. We have 1 year left. Obviously, that is last year. It's not too far in the distance. That is this guy. One more time, Anthony. So 2019, Anthony. Do you guys remember where he drafted? Second. He drafted second overall. Drafted Christian McCaffrey. We all know what Christian McCaffrey did last year, and that is the reason why Anthony ended up taking that Super Bowl. Although we all know that Super Bowl was nail-biting. It ended up being decided by a stat correction. Yes, a stat correction decided the winner of this Super Bowl matchup. I feel extremely bad because the first instinct was that Michael had won it. What was it? Like 3 days later, a stat correction came in and gave him a fraction of a point, and that fraction of a point just flipped the win upside down. And Anthony ended up being the winner after Michael had been declared the winner. So, I mean, that's something that we're learning from our past now. Obviously, nowadays, we got to make sure we wait until everything's official before we name a winner, right? To prevent anybody from getting upset or having any questionable thoughts about anything that had occurred. But yes, so last year, Anthony drafted second. So out of 6 years, 4 winners have drafted either first or second overall in the draft. So this year we have who? Michael. Oh, by the way, before I said that, last year, Anthony, second. Do you know who drafted first? Last year, you guys remember? That's right, Michael. He drafted Alvin Kamara first overall last year. This year, he's drafting first overall again. Michael, do I see a potential comeback to the Super Bowl? Huh? Statistics show that first and second teams so far, draft, have been to the Super Bowl and won it. The odds will be with you. Who's second place overall? I forgot. I know it's Michael. And then it goes Oh, it's Jay. Okay, so Jay, so you have the stats are with you. All right, so that was a very interesting research I done, you guys. So yes, I think the stats do show the first and second team draft, first and second draft picks for the team actually does improve your chances just because you're supposed to be getting the best player in the league overall. So obviously that's gonna give you a nice little boost, you know. So good luck out there, you guys, and please remember our draft is next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Please remember to send me your new captain photos. I already got most of you guys, but there's a couple of you missing. Don't forget the league fees are $100 before Wednesday, before the draft. But once we draft, it's $120. So please reach out to me. I still have quite a few people that haven't paid, and I don't want you guys to tell me that you didn't know or you didn't watch the video. And everybody should know by now, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to help you. So, all right, guys. So we'll see you guys. Oh, I'm gonna try to do a live feed or a live draft feed since this whole COVID season's got to be started like COVID, right? I'm gonna try to actually do a live broadcast of. I mean, there's really not gonna be many people with me that's gonna be drafting together. That would have been a little better, right? But since we can't get together officially, right? We'll go ahead and try to do a live broadcast of the draft so you could see us, or me at least. I don't know. Gabriel and Lino might be with me. Not quite sure yet, but yeah, that should be fun. So I'll be doing a live broadcast of our fantasy draft on draft day. And if you have any questions, reach out to El Jefe. All right, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.